Hello, good evening, and welcome to episode 10 of the Chronicles of Captain Pontos. Um,
Hello.
Hello. So today we have um, Kevin, Chris, and Michael, who are respectively Char, Kararook, and Borin. I've just realised that we do not have a wild Pontos with us today, so I'm going to make Pontos disappear. There we go. That way we will remember who we have.
Oh, he'll be here. Is someone going to play him?
I mean, at the moment, we can probably do without him. Um, I'll let you guys get on with whatever it is you plan to do. Um, but before we get into that, let's have a little bit of a recap of what has gone before. So, who would like to volunteer to give us a recap before we inevitably ask Kevin to do it? Anyone
Go,
want to?
Kevin.
Anyone want to give it a
Oh,
go? No, it's all yours.
no, okay. Well, the rest of the party finished off fighting those walking handbags, and they collected um, the Fairwick lanterns, two of which were damaged from the Endeavours. Told the fishermen to bugger off and don't do it again. We took them back to Fairwick, spoke to the Lord there. Where is it? Lord, is it Merrill or something like that? Have it my notes. Where are you?
Lord Milan is his name.
Milan. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to look back a few pages. He allowed us to keep the good one while the others are being repaired. Gave us some gold and a couple of small magical trinkets, which we divvied up. We found out that the orcs, a bit like the humans, washed up on the Isles because but the elves didn't help them because the orcs didn't ask for it. The elves have also potentially got a little job for us as and when we feel like it to go down to the third island, the Isle of Dread, because there's a tower there that may have some connections with why the elves are here in the first place, because they are keeping a lookout for the former civilization of the humans of was it Netherall? I can always never say that word, because their floating cities used to roam the land, but then they disappeared, and this tower there may have some connections, but that's in the future. Was also explained how ideally to sort the humans out or to stop the humans stealing the lanterns, everything. One of the key bits seems to be the mayor there that's getting a little bit greedy, so needs to be taken care of. We've kind of agreed that's what we're gonna do, but after a bit of discussion, we're going to try and do it subtly and legally, at least to begin with. See how the dice and everything work out. And there seems to be a nice person called Whitlock Norton, who is the mayor's main competition. He runs quite a few of the fishing vessels, so he could be a person that would be quite keen to remove some of this taxation and maybe get rid of the former mayor. And so that's where we kind of left the last session.
Cool. Very good. Thank you very much. If you do not have inspiration, please give yourself inspiration. If you have inspiration already, you may give it to someone else.
Either of you two got inspiration?
I still have my inspiration. I haven't used it yet.
Chris?
Yeah, I've got mine as well.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, well, you could give it to Pontos if he had.
If
Okay, let me give it to Pontos, unless he's already got one, in which case it will go to waste. What a shame. He's already got one.
it goes to Nate. Nate's got one.
Okay. We will give it to Deep, and then when Deep returns, he will have inspiration. I'm going to click on his character sheet, and he's going to have it already. No, here we go. Oh, he's got 3 red death save fails there. That must have been me using him as a target. absent PCs are the best people to use to test macros on, because it doesn't matter, it won't affect the game. Anyway, I am going to move the ribbon to the world map. At some point I am actually going to create a proper map of Arrowtide, but I'm afraid I haven't got round to it. Nor have I got round to the side quest adventure that we are going to do before Christmas. Sadly, I have not finished yet, but that will be coming up soon. But we were kind of mid escapade anyway, so it's probably for the best that doesn't come this week.
Have you turned it from Halloween to Christmas theme then?
I think
Maybe.
I think the way Kararuk's character has kind of gone over the arc of our campaign, I think it's going to be the Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's going to be Halloween and Christmas.
Do you consider? I consider it more of a Christmas film, or do you consider it a Halloween film?
Which one?
We're not.
Oh, A Nightmare Before Christmas. Well, either or both. It is suitable for all year round.
Which one's it most like?
Which one's
Christmas
it most?
or Halloween? Yeah, if you had to watch it, would you think it's a Halloween movie or Christmas movie?
Well, probably a Christmas movie, just like Die Hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you can argue that one on Die Hard, you are wrong. You are just wrong.
I'm not going to argue that one on Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I mean, until Alan Rickman falls off of Nakatomi Plaza, is it even Christmas?
No.
No. Anyway, you are in Arrowtide. You have been hatching some plans to try and change the political landscape somewhat. I will allow you to continue your planning, and when you have a firm plan on what you want to do, then we will begin to realise it. I just hope that I've prepared for the right things. I've been prepping for 3 hours, but it's been such nebulous planning that, for me that is, that I'm not sure if I've covered all the eventualities, but we will see.
Who knows? Right. So, if we have a word with this Whitlock Norton, see if we can get him motivated, and we can offer our services to protect him in case the mayor tries to set the guards on him or anything like that. So at least you'll be around if your axe needs to get some practice in. Borin?
Yes. I was still hoping for the whole poisoning him with a cigar routine, but if we're going to go with an axe swinging, then obviously I won't complain.
Like I said, at least that way, if it's all the people have decided, then we are not implicated in any of this, and we can still have potential friends and allies here. If we just go around hacking people, then we are wanted by the law. That's not necessarily the best place to be, especially in a remote setting like this. But unless you can think of anything else, I can try and find this Whitlock and see what he thinks of the situation.
No. Well, let's just go and get him, and if not, we'll be.
Okay. So, I'm going to head down towards the harbour area, because that's where he has a place of residence from last week.
Okay. So, I'm just going to... I did prepare at least one of the right things.
Hooray!
Hooray! So, I assume... here we go, that you are all going. All three of you. There we go. Okay. So, the boat you're about to see does look an awful lot like the Conflagration, but it is in fact a different boat, built in a similar style. Okay. So you arrive at the docks. This is one part of the docks, I would say. Imagine berths stretching east and west. Well, east and west as this map is aligned, going some way. Actually, they're probably going from north to south-ish, because they're going around the edge of the island. But
Left and right from where we are.
left and right from where you are. Yes, left and right. Those are good words for what I was trying to express. To the left and the right of here, you will see many ships berthed. You will see various different.
Perpendicular.
Yeah, you will see various little buildings, warehouses, all that sort of thing lined up along the dock. But you happen, you find, perhaps after getting some directions, the warehouse and offices of Whitlock Goldtooth Morton. And you see him standing on the docks. He looks a bit like this. So he is an older sort of gentleman, quite well dressed, with a pipe in his hand and some gold rings. He does have a how to describe it? A slightly a slightly unnerving aspect, perhaps. But yes, this is Whitlock Morton, the man you seek.
Okay, right.
I'll leave it in the jar.
Okay, well, just keep an eye out in case anything goes awry. And maybe this time you don't have to go for a swim, Borin.
Yes. Notably, stay away from the water's edge if I can help it.
Yes. Good day there, sir. I happen to be Whitlock Morton?
Well, yes, I be Whitlock Morton. What can I do for you, my fine young lad?
Well, we're relatively new to these shores, but we've kept our ears open of the situations and a few odd jobs that we sorted out the problem with that weird aquatic siren creature down the southeast shores recently for the residents of this fair town. Can I have a little bit of your time? Just wanted to make sure I understood some situations that we've understood here.
Right, well, you've got me here. Carry on.
Right. We were hired recently to apprehend some thieves from for the residents of Fairwick. Basically, some of the local sailors here had been stealing the lanterns due to the high costs or additional charges set on by the town on top of what the elves charged for the hiring of them.
Aye, that'd be right.
Yes. As someone with a fresh set of eyes to the situation, obviously I don't understand all of the comings and goings of everything, but I did pick up the impression that the elves are a little bit frustrated with this. They are letting the fishermen here have them out of sort of a kindness, but due to their rarity and to hopefully so people look after them, they do obviously charge an amount, but I believe that there seems to be additional charges levied on them by the good mayor here, and that seems to be one of the big stumbling blocks.
That's right. Well, things seem to be coming to a head. If a bit of petty theft is shaking the elves out of their regular torpor. Well,
Yes.
you, you,
I.
you're right. Mayor Spaulding is a tight-fisted bastard, and he's out to rinse every coin out of the fishermen he possibly can.
Yes. Well, this is the thing, because if the thievery continues, the elves will just first off stop everyone having access to the lanterns, I would imagine, which would affect yourself and all of these fine ships along this shore and that are out at sea at the moment. And if it really came to a head, I've briefly glimpsed the military side of what Fairwick holds, and I would not wish to anger them, really. I'd rather let sleeping giants lie, really, if you get my drift.
Damn straight. They could probably wipe us off the map by this afternoon if they had a mind to.
Yes, I'm saying this more as a kindness, but as I've been speaking to, or at least keeping an ear out, I heard you're a man of substantial influence and to this town. Yeah, you're one of those people that if things need to be done, you're the person to speak to.
Well, some say that I'm an influential figure. I mean, all I know is I've got the most ships, and that gives me the most clout when it comes to buying and selling my halls and hiring strong backs for my fleet. So
Well, yes,
I do have a bit of influence, yes.
Yeah, well, this is where what me and my associates here, a few of them are with me now. This is Borin right next to me, and my good friend Calric over the shore, just looking at your fine vessel. We can provide some protection if need be, if for yourself. If you wanted to try and talk reason to Mayor Spaulding, he seems very pig-headed. I don't think I would get through to him, but someone that has spent time with him and knows how these things operate may fare better. But we can offer our services to you to make sure that you are kept safe in case things go awry.
Right. Well, that's very kind of you.
Yes.
I tell you what.
And I was going to say, if you need to, I can do a persuasion roll or anything like that, just to.
Yeah, let's see how your words are landing.
Yeah, and just to really make sure, I'm going to use my inspiration I've got now to give myself advantage.
Cool.
Because something like this, I don't really want to mess up too much.
Very nice.
Job I did.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. It says,
yes.
Well, you're a persuasive lad.
Yeah, it's more, like I said, a kindness. Trust me, I can see when things are heating up, so shall we say. I've spent many a year seeing things coming to a boil from where I come from. So this is not a place where you need to nip it in the bud if at all possible.
So if I'm reading between the lines correctly, you'd like to see the back of Mayor Spaulding.
We don't have a preference either way. It's more we've seen from an independent set of eyes the situation both from this town and also Fairwick, and this is giving fair warning to what we've noticed and what seems to be coming if nothing is dealt with.
Well, you see, the problem I face, is, well, shaking that leech loose is going to require a little bit of clever manoeuvring, I reckon. I don't think asking him to drop his tithes is really going to help very much. I mean,
this is where possible new leadership could reinvigorate the situation.
Well, the way the laws work here, to get rid of him, you'll need a majority of the townsfolk to express that they have no confidence in him, and then he'll be forced to he'll be forced then to hold elections to prove that to win back confidence effectively. If you want an election, then you'll have to force his hand. He's under no obligation to have one. It can be, and often is, a lifetime's governorship. He's got the job till he dies or until he's shaken loose.
Well, we can arrange the first one easily enough.
I was going to say my stout friend here could quite happily, almost keenly, help you with option A, but
how long have you been? How long have you been here?
We've been here less than a week, I'd say. We've noticed we notice things. It's part of our job to try and find work. But an election could take a long time, as you said.
Well, what I mean is, you've been here a week, fortnight tops, and suddenly the mayor of Arrowtide ends up with a knife in his back. I don't know, unless you it's your desire to get strung up from the
Yeah,
unless it's your desire to get strung up. I think assassination might not work very well for you. I think possibly the eye of the law might fall on the most recent arrivals.
Indeed, and this is why, like I said, while my stout friend here, or even my elven pale friend over in the distance, could happily do this, we are trying to be more law-abiding and civic-minded. So, if there is a way that we can assist you in trying to shake the system, to force his hand, or we are willing to help for the betterment of both the elves and the humans on this island to continue their coexistence. I mean,
right.
There's options.
I see that you're a generous soul and that you want the best for everybody. Well, you see, politics is a difficult game. I don't really want to be seen to be trying to oust the mayor and then take his place. What would be better would be if you could stir up a bit of stir things up a little bit, so that perhaps there is an inclination among the people to have different leadership, and then perhaps somebody could quietly suggest another civic-minded individual such as myself.
Well, this is where having this just general chat of the situation in the town by open-minded individuals can be quite beneficial. So if someone would want to start stirring things up, I mean, what would be potential things to do? I mean, incriminating evidence, passing gossip round the taverns. What hypothetically, obviously this is all hypothetical, would someone have to would have to be done, really?
Well, I mean, I think any of those things could help. Just realised that Kararuk has for some reason got 123 hit points, and I've no idea why. I'm going to drag out another one, and then suddenly they go away again. Oh, well done, Roll20. Sorry. I tell you what. Well, the GM reckons you could probably do this in the style of a skill challenge. See whether you can shake up some discontent among the people. Or is it malcontent? Discontent, malcontent. Anyway, anything with tents in it.
Yes. Jamboree it is then. Right. They have lots of tents.
I tell you what, I'll leave it in your hands. If somebody in the next week or so asks me to run for mayor, then I imagine I'll have you to thank for it. But until then, I shall keep my head down and just get on with the business of fishing.
I mean, if the situation did arise when I asked you, I'm sure it would come as a great surprise to you. But
indeed, it would be a great surprise. But I would step forward and do my duty.
No worries.
Just go to the town. Sorry. So just go to the middle of the town centre and then start riling people up with the distaste of the mayor.
I think there are. I think if some of your drinking games, Boring, you start once people are well into their cups, you start questioning some of the bits that the mayor does. Could be an interesting way to start planting seeds, and I'm sure you'd be happy for some drinking games.
So you want to get you've been preaching democracy, and then you want to just get people drunk to get rid of the guy. Okay.
Well, no, I'm on about if in the taverns if you're in the tavern in the evening and there's a drinking contest, and once people are into their cups, you start mentioning that the mayor is possibly fleecing the fishermen to the point that it's now an outrage.
Okay.
Could get people upset.
I have my plan for this evening. I'm going to go around to every pub and tavern, have a couple of drinks, mention the fact the mayor's just like an asshole, and then get everyone riled up, and then go on to the next pub and so on and so forth. That's my plan. Karuk, if you join me as cover, just in case some of the mayor's boys have a problem, and then that's it. That's my plan for the day, and then next day we'll have a big old romp boat. Otherwise, I'm going an axe swinging if we don't get this sorted out soon.
Well, as John said, it's a skill check now, so we can do all of this kind of stuff. So, how do you want to go about this then, boss?
So let me. What's going on there? I just put something on the page and it's not done what I wanted it to do. Let me try that again. Fit to page. Ooh. There we go. Why is it not fitting it to the page? Curse you! Let me try again. What I'm trying to do is... Okay, that'll do. Then I'm going to shorten the bottom slightly. Ooh, misses.
Guffaw.
There we go. And then you know what we need to do for a skill challenge? We need to put on some of those markers.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go with. Oh, I don't think drinking would be considered athletics, would it?
Possibly Constitution or something. I don't know.
Yeah, quite likely Constitution. So I'm just gonna.
I was just saying that as an idea for Boring, and or like Carrot could possibly break into an office and plant some dodgy evidence, or possibly nick a ledger book to show that he's on the fiddle. It could be anything like that.
Yeah, he could stealth around for putting up pamphlets on everyone's doors.
breaking into people's houses and whispering to their sleep, "The mayor is corrupt. The mayor is corrupt," and just sort of doing it subconsciously in every house.
Oh, I keep accidentally moving the thing. I don't want to accidentally move the thing. Okay, so in the style of all skill challenges, you can use any of your skills. At a push, you may be allowed to. Just gonna resize that a bit. At a push, you may be allowed to do combat rolls or something like that, but that will have to be. We'll try and make a bit of a narrative out of it though, because that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a skill challenge for a while, so it's. What we want is 5 successes before we accrue 3 failures.
Okay.
That is how we're going to do it. What sort of DC are we looking for? We might decide that on the fly, but you guys are level 10, so I think we're going to go for at least DC 15. So make sure you're using your good skills.
Okay, I'm definitely go Constitution in order to see how long I can hold my liquor.
Yeah, okay. So that is definitely something you can try. So our skill challenge here, the idea is... Oh, he's done it already. Okay, hold on. So...
Is this ale watered?
So tell me what you do.
As selected, I go around to every tavern and bar I can think of, have a drink. After a couple of drinks, say, you guys are getting ripped off. This guy is just taking all your money, and getting the guys rowdy, and like wanting this guy, realizing the mayor's an absolute douche, and just like finish my drink, go on to the next pub.
Okay, so that's a bit general, but what we'll have is I'll take that Constitution save to mean that
the Constitution is whilst I hold my liquor.
Yep. So Borin.
I'm slowly getting drunker each time.
Okay. So let's have someone else then. What skill or ability can you use to further the cause of riling up the townsfolk so that they will rebel against Mayor Spalding? So we've got a bit of general going to the pub and getting whispering in a few ears. So at the first pub, what does Kararuk do?
I'm going to use my deception and start creating vicious rumors about...
Oh, you're going to tell some lies. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a deception roll. I obviously did not make this hard enough. So
to be honest, they have been quite high rolls so far. So
Yep. So what lies do you tell? Let's just for some flavour. What wickedness do you sow?
I'm saying that the mayor, not only is he stealing from the local townspeople, but he's in league with the orcs on the other island, because they're paying him money as well to give some fishing over to them, and one of the lanterns that went missing he's going to give to them.
Oh, that's just wrong. That is right, lads. First thing in the morning, if we're up in the morning, first thing in the afternoon, we're gonna get down to town hall and start rebel rousing. So you tell some lies about Mayor Spalding. People are inclined to believe them. You go out drinking, and we've had a good Constitution roll, so you're able to kind of, stay the course, visit various taverns. Okay, so let's try Char. What's Char gonna do? Something different. What we want is a different thing for each one.
Yeah, well, basically, I was going to, if they're going to converge the following morning, I'll wait until that morning when they start to gather and just start in sort of people's ears as they're going along, going, I hear he's going to increase the levy on all goods coming into the island from the mainland as well, and he's going to increase the levy on the lanterns by another 20%, and just do sort of a persuasion just to try and keep the fires that got stoked the night before just bubbling along nicely, just so they don't lose any momentum.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I think I'm going to raise the DC to 18, because I forget that you guys are so good at your skills.
But we are
Okay.
using our strongest skills. We can't use the same skills again.
This is true. Okay, so we have 2 more successes that we need to win. So what are we after? Next time we do a skill challenge, it's going to be DC 21, I think. But I'm going to keep it as 18 for today.
I'm trying to think of what else I can use.
Going to slip into people's pockets. The idea that, just to reinforce what's happening before with all these gossiping rumours, that there's going to be a rally in the centre of town in the afternoon at lunchtime, demanding answers.
So what skill are you using to do that?
We use sleight of hand.
Oh, so you're going to put like leaflets in their pockets?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Kararook puts a few notes in people's pockets telling them where to all converge. So people are angry. People believe some of the lies about Mayor Spalding. People believe some of the truths about Mayor Spalding. People are pretty crazy, pretty mad. Okay, we're looking for 1 more success to start a riot, basically.
Oh, Michael, finish it off. Bring it home.
Oh, okay. Is there like any statues of him or anything with his likeness?
I'm going to say there's a statue of his father.
Damn it. Okay. I was going to do strength to push it over, but I won't do it if it's his dad. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to use intimidation. Yeah, come on. What else have I got that's strong? Dexterity, that's not going to help. Acrobatics, intimidations plus perception. Survival. I don't have. What can I? Sleight of hand, stealth, religion.
It has to be something you have proficiency in, though. If you're not proficient in religion, you can't use religion, for example.
Intimidation. Let's go with intimidation.
So who are you intimidating?
Oh, simple. I'm going to intimidate the people that actually work for him to not show up for any times that when this rally happens.
Okay, so you're gonna try and intimidate the mayoral staff, sort of thing.
Yeah, the people that support. I'm sure he has thugs and stuff like that.
Okay, you can give it a go. So let's have an intimidation check from Borin. Oh, the first failure. So they will not be bullied. They're not having it. They're like, no, we support Mayor Spalding, and we're gonna do our duty by him. If you want rid of him, you'd better do it by legitimate means. We're not having you sneak it in the night and stab him in the back or something like that. So we'll be going to work like we normally do. And you watch out, mister.
Okay. Well, I'll try this then. It's not necessarily a cert, especially with the DC of 18, but as they're all congregating and starting to speak their outrage, I'm going to magically put some sort of writing on walls and everything, just temporarily while it's going on, sort of like spalling. Spalling is a cheat. Spalling's robbing us. Just various slogans just dotted round. I'm going to use Arcana just to make them appear.
Cool. Okay.
Just to sort of as to.
Oh yeah, go man, go.
21.
days.
Very good. Okay. So, so first of all, you went to the pubs and drank a bellyful whilst whispering in many pirate ears. Kararuk lied to some of them about saying that he is in league with the orcs. Char persuaded people that he if he'd put the prices up so high already, what was to stop him doing it even more, and that he was likely to do the same. Likely to keep pushing it. Kararuk put little notes in people's pockets saying, "Let's all meet in the town square at lunchtime," sort of thing, to try and get everybody to arrive at the same time, create a bit of critical mass. Borin tried to intimidate some of the mayor's staff so that they wouldn't turn up for work, so that it would, so the mayor would be alone in his office or some such. They weren't having it, but but Char also probably prestidigitated a load of inflammatory slogans on the various walls, and so a fever pitch is reached. The town square is full of people who are baying for the blood of the mayor. The mayor comes out onto the steps of the town hall, and he's kind of, he gets a bit of a few rotten vegetables chucked at him. The crowd are not quite ready to string him up or tear him to pieces, but they are certainly very upset. There are a couple of guards at the door who kind of stand in front of him so that so nobody can actually get to him. But he kind of tries to get the people to stop shouting so that he can address them. Eventually, there's kind of a grumpy murmur.
That would be.
And but he's like, people of Arrowtide, why what has happened? I've kept us safe. I've protected your fishing rights. I've leased you the lanterns that have been so expensively rented to us, leased to us by the elves. I've taken a mere 30% of your catches to help pay for the administration of our fair town. What more could you want? And somebody cries out in the audience, "Well, how much do the elves charge?" And
how much are you giving to the orcs?
What? The orcs? I cannot tell you what the elves charge. It's an industrial secret. It's important for diplomatic purposes.
Do we know how much that is? Because I'll yell it out.
You didn't ask. So you do not know.
Out, we've been there, and they say that he's ripping you off.
Well, but Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? You know, I'm doing my best for you. Everyone should just go back to work. We've got to pull together in these tough times. You know, we
You're
don't want to
doing
show
the
weakness to the orcs.
You're doing the best for you, not for them.
Yeah, what he said. He's not doing the best for us. He's just lying in his own pockets. So, the gathered crowd probably just need a little nudge.
Right. Well, a little nudge. Right. So, one more thing to pull it over. That's.
Let's make this town great again.
Yeah, make Arrowtide great again. Oh God,
Make Arrowtide
MAGA
great
hats.
again.
No.
Yeah. MAGA, 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 MAGA.
Get out.
Oh,
Hang on, I want to roll the dice to see if people start following me. Start
oh.
following the chant.
Most of them can't spell, so.
Make outside great again. Make outside great again. Make
Okay,
outside.
give me a performance roll. See if they pick up the chant.
I can't. It's a good chant. I mean, the origins are absolutely disgusting, but it's still a good chant.
Bad.
Don't get any bonuses.
No. Oh dear. Okay. Borin's chant is kind of drowned out by the general murmur, so they don't pick up on that one. But
Oh damn it!
worth a
okay.
try.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Really, I got 2 1s.
Now you got 2 3s.
Yeah, you got -1 to charisma. Oh, when charisma is your dump stat.
Well, that was my. I used my.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just to try and pull them over, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice heard over the general murmurings here, and just like Mayor Spalding is putting all your lives in danger. His greed and corruption in all of this is upsetting all involved, whether it be the poor fishermen that are getting squeezed for every copper piece that they can make while endangering their lives out at sea, to angering the elves who gave you shelter when you first landed here and have given you access to their rare and powerful magical artifacts. He is causing hostilities on all fronts and is doing nothing but fatten his own pockets on your labours.
Yeah, he's right. Oh,
His waistline.
The orcs are just waiting to come in.
oh, but what do we do? What do we do?
You need to get someone else who can look after your interests, look after your safety, and bring peace back to and security back to everything that you hold dear.
That's right. We need a new leader. And they all start chanting, election, election, election. If only it were that easy in the real world. So the people want an election. So you have succeeded in persuading the people that they want an election. Who can be our new leader? That's right. Who's worthy of leading the Arrowtiders?
I'll tell you who. That guy. And point to
Who do you point at?
the captain we just been speaking to.
Oh right, okay. You point at
Whitlock Morton.
Whitlock Norton. Oh, that's right. He owns the most ships. He's very influential, and he treats his staff rather well. Yeah, we want Whitlock. Give us Whitlock Norton. Make him the new leader of Arrowtide. So he sort of kind of looks from side to side, and tries his best to look as if he's surprised, and kind of points at himself and goes, "What, me?"
Unaccustomed as I am to this, and then pulls out a massive speech pre-made.
And he kind of walks through the crowd and stands on the steps, and he says, "Ah, well, if the people have spoken, then I'll gladly do my duty for the people of Arrowtide. But you must give me your votes, for we are a democracy after all. So if the people do genuinely want rid of Mayor Spaulding and they want Mayor Norton instead, then we should have a secret ballot." And Spaulding says, "Yes, we will put a ballot box in the square, and then at the end of the day tomorrow, we will count the ballots. I will assign guards to the ballot box to make sure that it's fair."
No, he's gonna rig it. He steals from you. He'll steal your votes. Everyone here say if you want. Oh God!
I shout, "String him up! String him up!"
And the people look at you with horror. What? No, we are a civilized democracy. We do not string up political opponents.
Who here wants the mayor? Look, just simply do it. Show us hands. Who here wants the mayor to hear?
A show of hands. Well.
Yeah.
So. He says, Mayor Spaulding says, "Ah, very well. Okay then. What we'll do is, I will paint a stripe down the middle of the town hall steps all the way to the fountain. And, if you want Mayor Spaulding, then you will stand on the western side, and if you want Mayor Norton," and he spits, "then you will stand on the other side. Right. You have until the clock strikes for 12:30 to make your decision, and God's hope that you make the right one. For I have done nothing but serve you to the best of my ability." And he stands in front of the side of the line. Somebody comes out with a paintbrush and kind of paints a line across the square, which divides it equally in half. The people begin to mill about, and it appears that it's going to be relatively close. A lot of people seem to favour the status quo, especially the older sailors. They have kind of grown up and spent many years working under Spaulding. They perhaps believe what he says. However, due to your efforts, marginally, Whitlock Morton has more people on his side of the square. Yay! So you have effectively deposed Mayor Spaulding and replaced him with Whitlock Norton. There's a bit of cheering, and finally the former Mayor Spaulding says, "Well, I will need a few days to put things in order and to hand over the reins of power. But I believe you've made a terrible mistake, and I think that Whitlock Norton will see you all wrong. However, I know when I'm beaten, and well, when he ruins everything, then maybe I'll come back if you're especially nice." He kind of looks a bit daft at this point, and he kind of goes inside, rather crestfallen. Whitlock Norton, he stands on the steps and he says, "Right, my friends, we will work on renegotiating all previous bargains with the elves. We will reduce the tithe on your fishing from 30% to 20%, and we will see what we can do to make the lanterns more affordable and accessible to all. And yes, we will do what we can to make savings on the administration, so that we are not wasting gold on gold toilet seats and other needless frivolities. So I will take the reins of power in the next few days, and just you watch, things will be much better in a few weeks' time. And
Oh, congratulations, Mayor Norton.
he says, "Oh, thank you very much," and he shakes your hand. He
Well, that
says,
was boring, but okay.
"Oh, I thought. Well, anyway, the
No, I mean, I did look boring saying this.
boring as in less, as in not as murderous as you would have liked."
Yeah, less of a fight. Oh, come on, dwarf fight.
Oh, now that is taken care of, Borin. We should hopefully keep the elves happy, so we have made some good allies here. We can now focus on the issue we have with the orcs, whether we want to try to go to Thrall and see what we can learn there, or we could go south and investigate this tower, whichever would satiate your axe and your axe arm more.
What was that? The tower again?
The
So this
tower.
is the tower here.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
Black Tower. Do we actually know what? Do we know about that again?
All we know is that the elves were here to as almost as a scouting party, as they suspected this tower had something almost like an anchor point or a beacon for these floating cities from the nation of the Thrall, that they could use that to come back. But that is only a speculation. So the elves did say if we wanted to go there and confirm this or have a look, then they'd be happy for us to do so.
Or we could go and wreck some trouble with the dwarf, with the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for killing some orcs. Everyone else's opinions?
Was that Chris? Sorry.
The tower. Yeah, the tower sounds pretty interesting.
Well, the orcs also hopefully can get Pontos's foot back as well. I don't think the tower is going anywhere.
Yeah, but Pontos is sleeping a hangover out. We can't really go to the orcs without Pontos.
Fair enough. We can if we just load him in the bottom of the boat, and we can sail over to the Isle of Dread and see what we can find. Hopefully, there aren't too many nasty gribblies.
Right, so it sounds to me like Black Tower next. So it is a little bit early for the break, but I need a cup of tea and could do with a quick bathroom break. So let us reconvene a little before 10 p.m. of the clock.
No worries.
Okay, see you then.
Cool.
Okay,
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
And welcome back. I am going to push the button which is going to give us the screen back, and as always it is going to launch the awards for me, but let's just make that disappear. So the party have shown an interest in visiting the Isle of Dread. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go?
Well, if we make sure that the sleeping form of Shoebacon and Pontos are in the bottom of the ship, so at least they're with us when they finally wake up. We've got that.
And Chew Bacon wearing a wedding dress.
Again. I can't think of anything unless anyone else has got anything interesting or fun they want to do.
don't think so.
All good. Let's go kill something.
Very well.
Okay.
So
Let's find some orcs.
I could always, mix my potion and get ready to drink, but not quite drink it yet.
well, whenever you decide what you're going to do, let me know, and we will move things along. So, I think I need to make a little boat because this marker here. But you
Yes, sir.
you climb aboard the boat
Mm-hmm.
and sail towards the
Okay.
Isle of Dread. And after a few hours, you arrive.
I'll have a try.
So,
By Muppet Red Line travel, we suddenly arrive at the Isle of Dread.
yeah. So let's pop you on there. As you approach the Isle of Dread, you notice that there are the sands of a dark-coloured beach, which presumably is made from a different kind of rock to the Isle of Issyk because the sand is a darker colour. You also notice that the Isle of Dread is wreathed in sea fog. You can see further back that there is a dense jungle of palm trees and other. I don't know much about trees, so there's lots of trees. They might not all be palm trees. They might be other kinds of trees too. But yes, you can see that the island is covered in quite a dense jungle. The Black Tower, which is carved out of some kind of black rock, climbs high above the trees, and probably probably even a kilometre up into the air. It's a tall tower, quite thin at the top. It appears to have kind of two points at the top. You also notice as you are sailing closer that there is quite a large, not as tall as the Black Tower by any means, but there is a some kind of stone ruin at the other end of the Isle of Dread. This is some way away. Hold on, let me move the map down a little bit so that this is more visible on the other screen. They are quite far apart, so you know, and they have completely different architectural styles. So you might infer quite readily that they are not related in any way.
Well, 50 miles, we may not see it, but we may have been told about it or something.
Yeah, well, that's fair point. Yes, this may not be to scale either, but there are some. But anyway, this is what happens when you let idiots loose with map making software.
Yep.
But yes, you pull up upon the dark sand of the beach. I have deliberately made this map a bit more letterbox shaped so that hopefully it will fit a bit better in the window. That's the idea.
Excellent.
I'm going to try and do that sort of thing more. But yes, you see the fog and the dark rocky sand. The boat kind of coasts up the sand slightly. There are still waves breaking slightly further ahead than the prow, but you may disembark anytime you wish and have a look around.
Well, Tia, when Pontos finally wakes up, tell him where we're heading towards, and in the meantime, keep the ship safe. If you need to, pull out a little way offshore if there's anything harassing you. But keep a lookout. We'll send word if we need you.
Yes, of course, Char. Will do. What was the first thing again?
Tell Pontos where we're heading towards once he's woken up.
Okay. Right. Will do.
When I get off the boat, I want to get as far inland as possible, as quickly as possible.
Oh, does Borin not like the water?
Finally, something me and Borin have a something in
Mutual
common.
understanding of.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
I am. What is Karenrook doing? Is he? Okay, he's down as well. Cool. So the mist is pretty. The fog is pretty thick, and you can see it writhing about you. I am going to get anybody with proficiency in Arcana to make a quick roll for me.
Not me.
Nope.
Not bad. So, the sand of this beach, Char notices immediately something weird about it. It seems, you know, a while back in Into the Jaws of Death, Char was able to kind of detect the scent of planar magic when you went to the that little fortress.
Oh yes.
There is a similar yet different thing that you're getting now. You look at the sand, and it's almost as if it looks different depending on which eye you look at it with. You know when you have, they used to have those comics which were printed in two colours, and you put the 3D glasses on and it made it 3D.
Yep.
And if you had the 3D glasses on and you closed one eye, you could only see the blue bit, and you closed the other eye and you could only see the red bit. You sort of get this weird. You're getting a bit of a weird composite image. So if you look at it one way, it just looks like normal white sand in your hand, and if you look at it the other way, it looks like black sand. And
this is giving me a headache here. This is wrong. Something quite powerful magic is infused in this place. We'll have to be very careful where we tread, and be careful we don't get too separated here. This is not right. So be aware, both of you.
So you can see there's no pathway as such, but you can kind of see the way up the beach towards the base of the tower. It is somewhat to the southeast of your current position. But just as you are thinking about heading off, I am going to get you all to take a perception roll for me, please.
Perception. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Hang on, guys, I got to load it back up. But yeah, skill check of perception. Come on, let's go kill something. Let's go kill something. Yeah. Load faster, damn it. If I perceive something, it might be an enemy to kill. Here we go.
What your dwarf I see.
Skill check. Load faster. Perception.
I just used the menu at the top rather than open up my character sheet.
Yeah, sometimes quicker. Well,
Same here.
okay.
Team.
So you have all spotted the danger before it appears. So, from out of the roiling fog appear creatures that are similar to creatures you have seen before. But not identical. That is
Okay.
that is kind of tiny. I could probably do with a bigger picture than that. But what I'm going to tell you is that these look like ghasts. You have seen ghasts before, but these ghasts appear to be slightly different. They loomed out of the fog. Most disturbingly, and they appear to have they appear to be black, as if they're sculpted out of obsidian or something, and they have kind of misty tendrils coming off them, as if their edges are ill-defined and shadowy. So I am going to... These guys would like to eat you, so I am going to roll initiative for them. And then Borin will get his wish to get his axe wet.
John, I've just sent you a message on Discord. Just a question.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can read it.
I've never faced these guys before. Any weaknesses or... I mean, if they're misty, do the normal axes work on them?
I've never seen these creatures before in my life, Borin.
Huh. Okay. Frenchie, any read off these things?
One second.
I've confused John by and getting him to multitask here. Apologise.
Yeah, can't multitask. Wrong chromosomes for that. Here we go.
Right. Okay. That's fair enough. That's.
I think
fine.
I mentioned it last week, and
I think you did. That's why I wanted to check in case that was Kevin thinking that rather than Char.
I've got you all in there. Let's put this in the right order. Michael just asked me whether you know anything about weaknesses. So if these were the creatures you had met before, they would have a particular weakness. However, these ones are different.
And I'm guessing they're not lawful evil.
They are not lawful evil. Frenchie whispers in your ear, or shouts out loud, whichever you prefer. Ah, Borin, these creatures are most certainly evil. However, there is more than a little bit of chaos about them. I do not think they will be very good for the blood war. Let's kill them anyway. Yes.
Yes, my friend. Right, and I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to the one that's furthest away from the water.
Okay. Oh, once bitten, twice shy.
Twice drowned. I do not want to make it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, Borin, I've got this nice burlap sack. If you can just climb in it for a little while, there's only a couple of bricks in there.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
one.
Blimey. Okay. It's just given me an error message, which I need to very quickly fix.
No
Okay,
blood.
do you want me to wait until I do it again?
Yeah, hang fire for a second. I have obviously forgotten to do something. I've forgotten to give it a blood type.
Toss
There we go.
magic to...
Now, next time it gets hit, it will bleed. So,
Okay, let's see what it bleeds.
just very disappointed that it was blooded in a single hit.
Oh. Tell you what, I'm going to action surge it already. This is probably going to be our first fight of the... only fight of the day.
Okay,
It
so
bleeds black.
it bleeds black.
Like their hearts.
Oh, and first kill as well.
Yeah. So you put one down.
Does it come with a fork?
Does it come with a fork?
Sorry, no. Sorry,
What?
Belle's just handed me dinner.
Okay.
It's a pea curry, but I don't have anything to eat. Okay, now my job is done. First blood and first kill, and some quite high damage roll. And I will leave you all to finish it whilst I watch and eat my dinner.
Cool.
Thank you.
Right. 1 second. I'm just going to very quickly do a thing, which you will know nothing of. Okay, so that was, in point of fact, Monsieur Borin, and I've accidentally rearranged the turn order. We have someone else on 21. So this guy here is on 21. He's going to immediately rush over to Borin and try and punish him for hurting his pal. These shadow ghasts are similar to normal ghasts, but they do appear to be more powerful. And why is the thing not popping up? There it is. So... oh, you know what I need to do? I need to mute the audio on the other window, because if I don't do that, then we'll hear it twice. And we don't want to hear it twice. No. Okay, one bite. Here comes a claw attack. I've just realised why it's running slowly. It's because of the mist.
Oh,
Okay.
Mist is quite cool though.
0 for 2. Yes, I do like the animated weather effects and stuff like that. The problem is that people with slower computers have a bit of it struggles a bit. The hard drive on my old laptop would have launched itself into orbit by now. It would be going. So we are actually onto Char.
Well, hang on. They both missed, so can I riposte?
You can riposte.
he says with a mouthful of curry.
Oh yeah, going right. I'm up to 100 now.
Yep, I think you're a good contender for the damage dealer. But don't forget, we have Grandmaster Char here, the Lord of the Fiery Doom.
They're not that nicely stacked, so I can't do anything too exciting, but I'll try and help protect my ally and hopefully go for a... come on. I was hoping to go for a cheeky yoink. Ah, never mind.
Oh no!
The kickback hit me in the face. I almost broke my nose.
Oh, D10 plus 3 damage upon yourself.
Yes. I'll just move to there and go, right, Carrick, up to you now. And I just roll the d10. So, So, yeah, okay, so I only took 5. Fucking live with that.
Could be worse.
It could be a lot worse. It's terrible rolls, Kev. Charles back on form.
Right, so da-da. Out of the shadows appears another. I've just realised I don't have to keep the dead because I am not counting XP anymore. At least not like I was. So this one is going to try and take a bite on Borin.
Oh!
Quite
That
meaty.
is quite meaty, yeah.
That was a fair old chomp there. It is now going to attack with its claws. In a sec. Any time now.
I want to make that orc up. We need him and his pig out here.
I don't believe it.
Huh.
Oh, that gives me a DM happy there. 2 crits in a row. Happy.
Jesus.
But then again, you got a crit. You got a crit for the con save as well. So I think.
Because it's because one of the numbers was the highest number it could be, which is the blessed die. Then because the blessed die is 1d0 unless you have bless on you. So 0 is the highest you can get on 1d0, so it turns
fair.
it green. So that creature pops out of the shadows, slashes Borin to within an inch of his life.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And let's see.
Oh, I'm getting human pincushion as well today.
Yeah, he is going to stay there so that his friend can also enjoy the flanking. So we have another one here who's going to rush up behind Kararuk and attempt to bite him. So that's a bit weird, Kararuk being bitten by something else. Although to be fair, for a somewhat vampy creature, he is not the thirstiest.
Yeah, my bite is not that powerful. My stab weapons is much better.
Okay, if I get a 4th one in a row, then something may have gone wrong with the dice roller. However,
let me do my uncanny dodge on that.
Oh, do you have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh well, I will do a claw attack then, just to make up for it.
What was that?
I'm about to do another attack. It's just taking a little while because the fog is slowing my computer down. There we go. There's nothing wrong with the dice roller. It's all fine. I just got 3 crits in a row, which is just wonderful, frankly. It is now Kararuk's turn.
So I'm going to use my bonus action. So I'm going to disengage, run over here, and stab this one.
Cool.
Bite him with sneak attack.
Yeah.
Bite his throat out.
I don't do enough damage, I'm afraid. No, I'll crit, no. Sneak attack, yes.
I should probably mute my microphone when I'm gulping tea down.
These fire-based creatures.
They most certainly are not, sir.
You definitely have advantage and
Yeah, he's dead.
57.
Jeez.
Mother of God.
So my dagger. So Char was facing his beast, and my dagger just sort of appeared through its stomach and ripped it up and almost split it in half, I think.
I'd have been cooler with that crit if you'd done it with a bite attack. Just literally rips his throat out. But, okay.
57.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for that, Calric. I thought I'd distract him for you.
Thank you. It was that distraction that made all the difference. Shall we go and help our friend Boren?
Yeah, let's do. He seems to have some playmates.
That was a nat 20 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're getting all crits. I'm getting crit fails.
Yeah, I can't tell what my original rolls are because they just tell me in the form of. Hang on, let me just have a look at this. Yeah, it just says 1d20 plus 4 for me. I don't actually see the result of what the d20 was.
Where are we looking?
But if I look at Boring slashes Cheddar Hearth with Infernal Fire Axe. If I go to Infernal Attack plus 2 axe, it just goes and point on it. It just says roll 1d20 plus.
Yeah, if you look
it
at
doesn't show me.
look at the bottom where it says result, and then it'll be the number in brackets.
Okay, right, I see. Yeah, results 10 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, yeah, got you.
Yeah, it shows you both the formula and the results.
Because it's easier for your ones, because it just seems straight up just say Ice Dagger result 20. Yeah, seems stand out better. But
Well,
right.
It stands out in green because it was a crit.
Anyway.
But yeah.
I've got 2 ones on my sneak attack as well. Could have got it.
Oh no, I only got
10
35 with my sneak attack.
10d6 you got for your crit sneak there. So that is more d6s than a fireball.
And 10d6, you got 35. That is spot on mathematical average.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the most you could have got there? You could have got.
Could have got 60.
8 plus 7. That's 15. And then you could have got another 20. So that's 35. And then you could have got another 60. That's 95. So the total possible damage on that attack could have been 95, which is insane.
That is nuts.
But yeah, you did about getting on for 2/3, which is not bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yes, I have a feeling that you might pit Borin to the post now with that single attack.
Yeah.
So are you going to move? You were. Let me see. You were over here, and you've already moved. You've moved 20 feet already, so you can still move another 15 feet, I think.
Okay. Can I... Yeah, I'll move down there. Cool. That's me done.
Cool. So we've got a daisy chain of what's the word?
Death.
A daisy chain of death. Yep. So that guy died.
A conga line of carnage.
Yep, the conga line of carnage. Another one pops out of the fog. Who does this one go for? He sees a poor lonely spellcaster and rushes in. So, we're at the beginning of the turn, and it keeps on reordering it for me, which is not very good. Oh no, it's alright, it was Borin's turn first. Okay, so this Shadow Ghast here is going to see whether he can have a little chomp on Char's bright red skin.
Some rolls have just come up. They the attacks.
Oh! Don't you worry about those.
Okay, I will totally forget about those.
Ah, foolish boy. Me that is. So no auto crit, no advantage. For some reason I thought they would be whispered. Oh, that's a nice nibble there. And then I'll wait for the box to pop up. Dun, 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 dun. And it's a miss. We are back round to Borin, who is currently flanked by a couple of Shadow Ghasts.
You're on mute if you're trying to talk.
Okay, sorry, no, sorry about that. Well, I am going to attack the one I have here, which gives me advantage.
Yep.
Because he's... Okay, so... Oh, actually, no. First, as a bonus action, I am going to use Second Wind. Just to heal myself up. Where is it? There it is. Ooh, that's a good, nice result. Maximum back. Okay, and then I am going to get this guy in the back. Teamwork here. Cover, no. Crit, no. Bardic, no. Standard advantage. Oh yeah, 1.
Good thing you had advantage.
Same again. Oh yes.
God, crits everywhere.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Anything else from Borin?
No, because I used my Second Wind as my bonus action.
Cool. Okay, we move on
I would
to...
do bait and switch for your Kararuk, but if I hadn't to use that Second Wind.
You also have to be in base to base with Calric.
Yeah.
So, the Shadow Ghast behind Borin breathes down his neck and tries to take a nice chomp out of his tasty neck. He misses the first time. He goes in with the claws.
He's got advantage, don't forget.
Oh, goodness me. Hold on. We need to roll a flat D20 here. See whether we can do a bit better than that. So 12 plus 5 is 17. That is not going to hit Borin. I'm assuming Borin has activated his shield.
No, I didn't. Oh, curses!
Oh, if you have not activated your shield, we need to drop your armor class down.
Yeah.
So your armor class would be 19 without it, is that right? Or is it 18 without it?
No, it'd just be 20.
Because it's not a plus 1 shield, is it? It just gives you a plus 2 bonus, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
So
still not good enough. All the attacks have hit so far. Let me just double check. Yeah, because they've all been crits. Yeah.
just looking.
Curses.
Where is it? Animated shield. There it is.
Yeah, it's just a plus 2 shield effect.
Cool.
That allows me to use my spare hands.
Alright, so that was 1 miss, and then we are going to do a claw attack for a follow-up.
Well, which one's attacking me? The one above me or the one below me? Because I'll riposte it.
Oh, yeah. Give him a riposte.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'm hitting.
Oh, yeah, it's the one
the
above
one
you.
above?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait until I get the one below. See if the one below me attacks, because that way I can get advantage.
Very well.
Oh, but that's if he attacks me, not Karuk. But no, I'm not gonna risk it. I'll just hit back. Oh yes.
Okay, well, he survives.
Oh,
Hits you again. Although, you're doing well with your con saves. Which is good.
well, is this for
because,
poison or something?
well,
It's for an unknown thing that I haven't been told about yet.
it's a thing that Borin might not know about. Because I don't think we did ghouls and ghasts in the last campaign, did we? At least I think we might have done briefly at the beginning, and then we kind of moved on to slightly more unusual ones.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If Borin doesn't know, he'll find out sooner or later. Right. On to Char.
Okay. Just seeing Boring getting absolutely mauled here is just going. Boring, I've got you. I hope, and yeah. I've got to hit eventually.
Oh, well done.
Ooh, good shot.
That could be a yoink.
Well, it took 3 of us to take that one down, so I don't know if it would.
But I was hoping to get for the double there, but it's like, okay, right.
You were very close, I can tell you that.
Yes. Knew I should have kept the genie's wrath for the second shot. Oh, well, that's right. Okay, Borin, you should be able to deal with that one. Can someone help me with this thing? He's getting a bit in my personal space, and that'll be me done.
Cool. Okay.
Thanks, Char. We're becoming a real team here now.
So, where's this one going? Well, I think Borin is his closest target. He doesn't want to rush into the tight embrace of Karuruk and Borin. So he's just going to close in and do attacks without advantage. Oh, one miss. Any ripostes coming my way?
You're on mute if you.
I'll take the resounding silence as a no.
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
Somebody just missed you. You can riposte them if you want.
No, I already riposted already.
Huh?
I only get one reaction.
Yeah, that one up. Yeah, the one up the top. Yeah, I
The
see
one
it.
above.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't paying attention, because I knew I couldn't do anything until my next round.
Oh, that's fair enough. Oh! 19 against DC 20. Damn it. Okay. So, before you jump in, Karuruk, we have another friend popping up from behind. And he is going to rush in and try and give Borin the spicy cuddle of doom. The mist is making the box take a very long time to appear. Nom. And then the claws. The claws of untimely demise.
Oh,
And there it
there
is.
it is. Yeah, gotta
So,
love ghouls.
so Borin is paralysed for 1 minute. At the end of each of your turns,
No,
you can retake the con save against DC 12.
how paralysed am I? Can I put a hand to a hand?
Hold on, let me drop paralysis into the chat so you can see exactly what it means. Paralysed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Which, to be fair, is pretty harsh.
Yeah, very much so.
On to Kararuk.
Everyone's gonna die.
I don't know. It's fine.
It's not that easy to kill level 10 characters.
Okay, sorry, Char, but Borin needs me right now.
You're going the wrong way.
Wait a minute, you've got fireball, haven't you?
Oh,
Do it.
friendly
Do it.
fire is the funniest fire.
I'm gonna go up here. The thing is, you can set them like a fireball, then I'll freeze them.
Set them on fire again.
Yeah.
77. Holy fuck.
Oh. Wow.
I'm distracted for you again.
So this time, you don't see the knife coming into the belly and ripping his way up. You just see the whole body just explode and disassemble almost. There's bits of body flying everywhere. And I'm just standing there covered in blood behind it going,
I was going to say, is it like one of those samurai movies where you I don't actually see you draw the sword, and nothing happens until you sheathe it, and then it just falls apart in about 20 pieces. Holy fuck!
wow.
That was quite impressive.
That was...
You got 4 6s out of your 10d6.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an impressive damage roll. That is.
That was very decent.
We've had a hell of a lot of crits this game.
Wow. Cool.
Anything else from Kararuk? What else are you gonna do?
So,
Oh, excuse me.
got a question. So we're in fog.
Yep.
I have a
Mask of the
ability.
Wild. That's what you're gonna say,
Yes.
isn't it?
Is
You may use Mask of the Wild. This is enough in terms of cover for that to apply.
I'm going to just sneak off up here, out the way of any fireball. If that happens, I don't want to tell you what to do, Char. And ready to run in and attack next turn.
Cool. Are you going to use the Mask of the Wild?
So I'm going to hide.
Cool. Right, give us your stealth
Then-
roll.
Skills. So how does Mask of the Wild and Stealth work? I'm guessing because there's no...
Well, Mask of the Wild just means that you can take hide checks
In plain sight.
in plain sight. Mask of the Wild means that if there's snow falling or mist or rain or whatever, you can just kind of that is enough obscure. That obscures you enough that you can still hide. 31 would probably hide you from a few gods.
So I was an 18.
Yes, that was very good. So there we go. Camaruk is hidden, and just before the fun and games commence, we are going to reveal another one that claws its way out of the gloom.
I think we need to go off this sand, lads. I think it's going to be a never-ending army.
What DM would do that?
I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking shadow ghouls on this motherfucking beach.
So we're going to take a nibble on Char. If the box ever pops up, come on, here we go. Click, 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 click. Chomp. Then the other one pops up.
God.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Two paralysed people might have been a problem.
Yeah, that was the bit I was most worried about.
On to Borin. I'm afraid all Borin can do is take a Constitution save.
Can I do anything after if I pass it?
The Constitution save happens at the end of your turn, but because you are paralysed, the only thing you can do is take the save. There we go. You're not paralysed anymore, which means none of these people get to take advantage of your paralysis.
Yeah, but they get advantage with diagonal attacks. Char, just fireball me.
So he may well do that. This guy here does not have advantage, nor are you paralysed anymore. One miss.
Get my attack back at least.
Yeah, you've got your reaction back. So if you wanna
Yeah.
riposte, you can.
Use all of your combat dice from the first encounter.
There we go. That guy's dead. He didn't get his second attack. It is now Char's turn.
Well, first things first. Char is going to fade into the fog and then reappear a short while away as I do a shadow step as a bonus action.
Cool.
And just to get away from him, it's like, these things are becoming a pain. And then where are you? Can't see you for looking. Oh, there you are. Well, first things first, let's actually put this down. Right, so if I do it like that, I get all three of them.
Very good. Okay.
So yeah, I just sort of fade into the fog and I just reappear and I just kneel to the ground and just this ball of energy in my fiery energy in my hand, I just implant it into the sand and it just erupts almost where I was. So
very good. So
yeah, so 5 or I'll choose you as my target because I've got to choose someone.
Oh, that already came up.
Oh, I apologise. Sorry. So 39 damage, and the one I targeted will be my plus. Is it 3 or 4 for the
It's +4 now.
+4? Yeah.
Which one is it? I can't see which one you targeted. The top one. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, let's roll the check. We have 2 passes and a fail, but they're still going to take half of 39, which is a fair chunk. There we go. So this one here is bloodied. This one here takes another 4 points, which takes him down to, well, he's not far off. Okay. They're all still on their feet, but they are now a little bit crispier.
That's a shame. And also, Borin has to do the test as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What save?
DC 16 dexterity.
Should be okay. Got a +3. Oh, damn it.
I think you have an ability that allows you to retake.
Yes, you're right. Indomitable,
Is it,
I do.
does it retake it, or does it just automatically pass it? I can't remember.
It's a reroll.
No, it's a reroll.
Is that an inspiration?
No,
Yeah,
it's a fighter thing.
Dexterity saving throw, roll again. Damn it.
I think you've got inspiration too if you want another go.
No, I used that whilst trying to bag a chant.
Okay, so you suffer 35 fire damage.
39, because we took the first one.
Oh, sorry, 39 fire damage. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong box.
Ouch.
Okay, I am nearly dead again.
Very crispy indeed. It is incredibly difficult to
I have
insta-kill
3 HP,
anyone as anyone quite as experienced as you guys, though. Okay. I'm just gonna. There we go. I'm gonna using the beaten up Borin there. I don't know if you're watching it on your big telly at home, then you might see it.
Seriously, how are none of them dead? Taking place.
These ones were fresh. These ones hadn't taken a hit yet.
And also, 2 of them made the dex save, so they only took half damage. I think if they'd failed it, I may have been able to finish them off. May have. I can't tell, but...
So, we move on. I'm guessing Charles probably done all his bits.
Yeah, that's me done.
So we move on to
So long,
Shadowgast, number 6. So what's he going to
Well,
do?
I'm going to drop dead again for the 3rd time in as many combats.
Well, don't forget that just because you're beaten up, your armor class remains just as high. So, although there is a chance that you will go down.
You're fine, you're fine. I've got you covered.
Dun, 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 dun. Flash. Oh, where did that come from? I do not know. Oh, okay.
Right, okay.
Saying?
No. As I'm about to say, as that attack hits Borin, and he starts to go faint, Char's magic book appears in his hand. He opens it up, and you see the name that you signed on it many episodes ago, before we was about to enter the final fortress in Pentagon. Your name flare up and then just fizzle away, and the other names fade as well, and you're restored back to 1 health.
Ooh.
Oh. Right, so that gives me until the next guy attacks me.
Well, if you don't want it, you can be down then and just I'll keep the ability for someone else.
I'll take it. I will take it. Oh, damn it.
I don't know if I signed that book. I thought
You all signed it at that time.
Okay, well, here comes another attack, I'm afraid.
I can only do so much for you if you're just going to be staying in the middle of a Barney like that.
Stay in the middle. The middle came to me.
There we go, that's a miss.
Put your shield up then, you crazy fool.
He hasn't actually had a chance to be fair.
Paralyzed.
Can't I mock him?
Oh, sorry. Beard itch. If anybody at home has an opinion on what I should do with my beard, please comment. Also, like, share, and subscribe.
It's out.
Hmm?
What?
Okay, here's another one. Oh! So, last attack that you're likely to absorb.
Oh, come on, kill it. This way.
Did I just do that wrong? I did that wrong. I've got to do it again. Here we go. So, Borin is standing in a puddle of his own blood, surrounded by shadow ghasts. But he is alive!
For now.
They have not had him yet.
Now I haven't.
But now it's Kararuk's turn.
I'm going. No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to run down here.
Yeah, you are hidden, so you have advantage and sneak attack. Because you just hid in the fog, which is kind of their trick. But,
I'm using it.
why not?
It's kind of apt for Karuk, actually.
Yeah.
There
Cool.
we go. That's another
Yeah, it
dead
weren't a
one.
crit. It was only a 28 to hit instead.
Strategically, bringing Borin back was a pretty good move, actually, because otherwise he would be accruing death save fails from extra hits, quite
Yep.
likely. So that was actually spot on. Anything else from Kararuk?
What can I do? Yeah. So I'm going to run up and stand over Borin. Just upside this guy, I guess.
You can't teabag him now. Come on, that's just wrong.
Need to have some fun. And then I'm gonna play the. I can't cast it in. I'll check. Give me 1 second. I don't think there's anything I can do. Well, could I use my mage hand as a cantrip?
It's an action, though.
Alright then, what can I do? No, I'm just going to be standing there protecting Borin from this other guy. Come on.
Cool. Right, what am I going to do with Shadowghast number 8? There's a juicy warlock up there. Alright. So, everything is carefully balanced.
What have I done? Put me to...
You've
Started
been a
a fire.
warlock in a fight. You've been a spellcaster.
Yes, this is getting a little bit dicey. Oh God!
I'm scared to push the button now.
Push it. Do it.
Do it. Here it comes. Oh! Shar is knocked down.
Yep. Nah. My
Now
armor
we're in trouble.
is relatively low, so but least I was on my feet to try and help Borin a little bit. So
True.
Oh, much appreciated.
Okay. One death save for Borin,
Yeah.
please. Don't roll a 1.
that's my job.
Oh no, hang on, I'll just roll a d20 then.
Well, you click on death save on the character sheet.
We'll find the cat.
I'm scared. Why have I got 14 notifications?
Loading.
Yay!
No, yay.
Okay,
I saw the red dot.
Your turn, Chart.
Yay!
Yay!
I'd still be worried. I think I might be joining you soon.
Are you
Aw,
fine?
you'll be
You
alright.
have uncanny dodge. You got more health than any of us, and you got uncanny dodge. You're fine.
Okay, here comes a bite.
They still have to make a hit on my arm.
Just realised that Carrot could actually have hidden in plain sight just then, but he is bravely taking fire for Borin.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank God.
Yeah, if you'd been paralysed then, I would have been like, oh no, it's a
TPK.
TPK!
So with that one, I'm going to use my... where's it gone? Can't need torch. And it has to be the last one, doesn't it?
I'm not sure, but the last one was the most damaging, so that would
It can
that
be.
would work
It can
out.
be any attack you suffer. You decide when you're going to use it.
Yeah, and it would have been the same either way because
Mhm.
you'd have got half a 13 or half a 12, which would have come out as 6 anyway. Okay. What you gonna do?
Can I still hide in plain sight? Fuck, no.
Mask of the Wild. Can you drop Mask of the Wild in the chat?
Yeah, give me a
Let's
second.
let's have a quick read.
While you're reading, I'm going to think what I can do. Give me a second to load.
I can probably if you're waiting for it to load, I can look for it in the compendium. Mask of
Correct.
Mask of the Beast. No. Does it have a different name? Because I can never find Mask of the Wild. Mask of the Wild. There it is. Why can I never find that in the compendium? You can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena. So, yeah, as stupid as it is, I mean, you are kind of a vampire elf in the middle of a bank of sea fog. So melting into the fog is entirely in your idiom, I feel. So you may hide yourself, which will give you advantage, and sneak attack.
I'm just trying to see if I can give these guys a potion. That's going to be action.
Well, you can use an action to give a potion, and then 2 of you are up.
I think for all future references, we should just give him carry the potions because he'll dodge it all and just heal us up when we die.
Well, to be honest,
Yeah.
after I teleported, I could have moved further away, but I didn't want to because I was hoping he might miss a few attacks because I didn't want them all to just gang up on you, Borin.
Okay, so can I do this? Can I use my mage hand to give Borin a potion? And just swap hands. So my ice dagger on my offhand, and use my bonus action to stab him.
It sounds to me like you are.
So
What?
you're doing your full action for the potion, and then your bonus action to do an offhand.
Yeah.
So, because if you want to do it with your mage hand, you would have to use your action to summon the mage hand, which would mean you wouldn't have an action left to give a potion.
My worry is, yeah, Bourne's going to be. No, he's going to be alive. He's going to have more hit points. Yeah. Can
So
I do that?
you can use your action to give Borin a potion.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, I only let people do offhand strikes if they have also done a not offhand strike.
Okay.
As part of a full a full round sort of attack action. So I think letting people use their action to do stuff and just stabbing with their left hand just seems a bit sneaky to me.
Yeah, I'm a sneaky rogue. No,
Wow.
alright. I told her I'll use my action to give Boren a health potion,
Okay.
and then I am going to use my cunning action to hide in plain sight.
Okay. So give you have a button for potion, but you can do it manually if you prefer. Don't know if you've got anything better than a plain healing potion. I can't remember, to be honest. There we go.
Sorry, Char, I'll get to you next.
Appreciate you, Carrie.
So, and then you're going to hide. So give us a stealth roll. Okay. So you are well hidden.
Nice.
So you have given Borin a healing potion and then hidden.
He's woke up. He's gone. What the hell?
Somehow Borin managed to administer the potion himself, because obviously there was no one else ever there, not even footprints in the sand.
Yeah, sorry, Char, but I can't get to you and do it. I have to do it with Boren.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So, what am I going to do? Well, somebody on their feet is more of a threat than somebody on the ground. I don't really want to attack unconscious people. Not when there's people who are still awake. But this might somewhat render Kararuk's previous action moot. So,
You've got lots of armor, haven't
he has got lots of armor, so there is that. Yay!
Just got to block one more.
Oh!
Goddamn.
you?
Damn it!
Damn you and your good dice.
Carrie,
Oh,
just kill them.
I'll try. That's all I can do. Do they kind of see me? So is it my turn again?
it is Borin's turn to make a death save. A 20 would be good. Yay! Okay. Charles' turn. Yay!
I'm not dead. That's 2 successes. I'm not bleeding out quite yet.
And then we have Shadowghast number 7, who cannot see Kararuk. Ugh. So, I want to do the kindest possible thing, but I cannot behave completely suboptimally. So Kamaruk is completely invisible. This shadow ghast cannot see him, so cannot target him. Borin is on the floor. If this guy attacks Borin, a hit will automatically be a crit, which will cause you to have 2 death save fails.
Oh.
Which we do not want, but I can't think of any other way around it, to be honest.
I think this fight was a bit one-sided.
No, we early on a few attacks didn't quite hit or didn't quite finish them off. A few saving throws here and there, like you got paralysed. They made saves on from the fireballs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the paralysing 6 to 6, outnumbered 2 to 3, 2 to 1 with paralysing ability, multi attacks, and like you can't get into combat.
Well,
Just do it.
A nice challenge. Well, I say nice challenge. It's a challenge.
I've just remembered you've actually got people on the boat, so even if this were to go particularly badly, there are actually people you can get to come and help you. We just have to avoid actually killing any of you.
Oh, God, one.
So Shadowghast just missed you while you were unconscious.
Scratched off your armour.
Yeah, I'm going to say that is him actually starting to eat you, so he's not going to claw you. Right, come on, Kararuk, do something good.
Doesn't he have advantage on this?
I do.
Hold on,
Alright.
I missed that. I just rolled a 3, so that's actually worse than the 4. So Borin does not get any extra death saves because Shadowghast couldn't hit him.
People.
Right, come on, Kararuk. You have advantage and sneak attack.
I've not felt pressure like this for a long time. Sneak attack. Yes. Advantage.
Where she put all the stationery?
Right.
21 out of 95. It was still enough.
So,
There's one of them left. You are now visible.
I'm gonna run up here, say, "Come and get me, big boy!" And I'm gonna hide.
If you hide,
Why did you have to hide me?
What?
if you hide, you'll only see us.
Yeah, but I'm saying, "Come and get me, big boy," so you can see me now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hid.
You
We can't see you.
If he can't see you, he might just carry on eating your friends.
You have literally all HP.
You can do what you were going to do. It's just hiding might not be strategically the best option. Because if he loses interest in you, then he's going to eat your friends.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to pull out my other daggers. I've got 2 daggers ready and I've got Venom Fang in my offhand.
Cool.
Nice.
Very good. Okay. So he is going to rush up to you. Oh, I've just accidentally made him weirdly phase into Borin there. Okay.
He's up to me. I'm going to pull back and show my fangs as well.
Cool. Well, he shows his fangs to you and his 2 tongues. So
I'm
he.
getting hungry.
So here we go. Here comes a bite. No advantage. Oh, okay. And here comes a claw. without advantage. Just don't get paralysed. That would be bad.
I can use uncanny dodge.
That will undo damage. I don't think that'll undo paralysis. I'm scared. You're not paralysed. It's great. You can do uncanny dodge.
I'll do my uncanny dodge on that one.
It's fine. It's fine. We're practically gods.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Okay. Death save for Borin, please.
Uh,
You have a 1 in 20 chance of getting back on your feet.
Come on, load you damn character sheet.
I'm going to shout, get off the bloody boat! Get some healers down here.
If... Oh, that's one fail. But one pass, one fail, that's okay. Before you close your character sheet, if you double click on the top of it, it minimises it. That way you can keep it on the screen without it getting in the way. The top bar, double click it, makes it shrink down.
The more you know.
Right, on to Char. Oh, well, you're
That's
still...
two passes, one fail.
Right, on to Kararuk. Here we go. Time for the hero shit.
Oh, I've been doing that all night. Right, so Ice Tiger.
So
before I do this,
think this through before you... Yep, go on.
use my Fave the Wild and disappear into the fog.
You can do that.
Oh, let me give you a stealth. Dun, dun, dun. Come on.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
A natural 1 on a skill check does not mean failure. And actually, that is a high enough stealth check to hide you from this creature.
So, on the fumble, they said any ones and once I do damage.
Sorry?
Yeah, the
yes.
fumble you get. Yeah.
Yeah, if you roll any 1s and 2s in your damage roll for the next successful melee attack. So, if you attack this guy and in your damage are any 1s and 2s, we can re-roll them.
So that includes sneak attack and stuff as well.
Yep, but it's the next attack. So if you attack twice, it will be the first one. So you probably want to put sneak attack on the first one from that point of view.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
I mean, just the one did it.
Happy with that.
You rolled 2 2s and 1 1, but there's not really much point re-rolling them because he's dead anyway.
Happy with that.
So,
And then I'm going to go and see my colleagues with some help.
okay, effectively the battle is over, so you may give aid as you wish. Unless, of course, you want to leave one of them dying on the floor.
Let's go and start with
I've got a healing potion. If you want to just take one from my pack and feed it to me.
That's weird. What happened there?
don't know.
Oh, you've never seen that happen before?
We'll try it again. Motion. Clicking on jaw. Clears.
Hooray!
Okay, I'll deduct one of my... Oh, okay. One's already been deducted from me.
Yeah, it does it automatically.
Ah, clever thing. This technology.
Hooray! Oh, didn't TPK! Hooray! It's a win!
And I'm going to collapse on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
And
We
I'm going
need to be more careful, I think.
I'm I'm going to retract my.
No, we need reinforcements.
He's asleep in the bottom of the boat.
Why couldn't someone play him again?
We did all right.
What's
No,
that about?
Yeah,
Good.
being terrified of dying is part of the fun of D&D.
Yeah. Doing level 10 encounters without a cleric or any sort of healer in the party, nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
So did Char or Boran notice my fangs? Because I forgot to bring them back in.
I think they know there's something a bit sinister about you. I don't think that it has escaped them for all this time.
Well, Carrick and Char have had conversations before, so...
Yeah, but not with Boran. And Boran, don't take this the wrong way, isn't the brightest.
What do you mean? He's a straightforward man. That brings us up almost to the end of time. So let's move straight into our awards. And we will continue with the investigation of the Isle of Dread a bit later on, next time. So, this week, I seem to think first kill belongs to Borin, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. And it's doing it automatically. Don't you do that automatically, you bugger. So
First kill was also Borin.
Yeah.
We only have first kill now. We don't have first blood and first kill. We
Okay,
got rid of one,
fair
didn't
enough.
we?
Okay.
Kill of the week.
Oh, that's Carrick with that 77. That was just a Mortal Kombat fatality, that was.
Yeah, killed it in one hit or something. Okay. Yoink.
That was probably me.
Yeah, I think Char did the thing most resembling kill stealing this week.
I was hoping to get both of them on a kill still.
That would have been cool. A double yoink, double yoinker. Kill from the grave, not today.
We just had the grave instead.
Damage dealer, I think unanimously that probably goes to Kararuk, because even if we added them all together, I think it would still be Kararuk. Best supporting role, I mean, I think it's got to be Kararuk again, hasn't it?
Yeah, just
Without a doubt.
administrating all those potions.
Although I would say he definitely would have not been very popular if he hid again.
What was that?
Oh,
If you'd hit again, you might not have been popular.
somebody would have got chomped. Okay, here we go. Fumble of the week.
I was the only one that got a fumble.
Yep, so in that case, I guess fumble of the week goes to Char.
Yes, sadly.
Role player of the week. Could have been any of you, I think. What do you guys think?
We had all that nice skill challenge at the start, so that was quite cool. I'm going to say for getting involved in that, I'll put that down to Michael actually for trying to get involved because not necessarily his most not really your comfort zone as such.
Cool.
I try when I have the opportunity.
Yeah, but I could hear the discomfort.
Yeah.
There we go. So RP of the week to Michael. Whose side are you on? Definitely goes to Char for fireballing everybody.
Not everyone.
Well, for fireballing Borin anyway.
It was just math.
well,
There was 3 targets and Borin.
Yeah, I mean, Char does love putting the flames upon his pals. I feel like Pincushion is. I think it has to be Borin based on the numbers.
Yeah.
Really, it could have been
Yeah.
Char or Borin really.
Well,
But Borin has
much
more hit points.
Yeah.
Also,
And,
the fact
and
that
second
I got
wind and
and then killed again.
Yeah, so definitely pincushion for Borin. That takes us all the way through. Well done, chaps. Any thoughts about next week? Anything that might direct my preparation?
I think since we're here, we might have to possibly have a quick second use some hit dice for a short rest on the ship while we're kicking the York awake. But after that, maybe try and get further than 20 foot away from the boat.
I think maybe a long rest.
You get drowned again.
Yeah. I think I might start looking at my potions.
Cool. I tell you what. If you could drop me a DM. If you've made your mind up and you're going to do it in the next session, let me know what way you're going to do it, because then I can prepare for the outcome.
Yeah.
So
Kevin's looking worried.
No, there's that, and also just I was in my head. I'm saying something. I was thinking something. It's like I don't really want to say it because it might give the DM ideas. So
Depends if it's a good thing or a bad thing. If it's a bad thing, just shut up.
yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you can always DM me through the week. I want to know what it was now. But yes, have a lovely week, everybody, and
No worries.
And catch you all next time.
No, thanks for that. This is going to be a nasty
That was
island.
tense.
It is.
Fences.
Yeah. Are we on the Orc one or are we on the Tower one? I can't remember.
We were on the Tower one, the Isle of Dread, and we've got 20 feet. And welcome to hell.
Nearly died.
Excellent. You wanted a challenge. You wanted some hack and slash. You've got it.
Yeah. Yes. Well, more of the kind of the hack and slash than hack
No
and
worries.
slash. Okay.
Cool.
See you all.
Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
Catch you later on.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.